Hi guys, Happy New Year! Welcome back to my channel. I know I have been a bit behind with my name videos. I'm sorry, I could list a million excuses, but instead I am just going to jump right into this video, and I have a new name video for today. I'm going to be talking about names that I think are going to be popular in 2015, so some hot name trends for 2015. So I'm going to start with the trends that I see for 2015 for girls, and the first one I have is the letter P. P names for girls are everywhere, and I have several examples. The first one I have is Paisley. Paisley is at number 80 in the US, and Paisley is a pattern name. I think am I wearing Paisley? Is this Paisley? Kind of. It's also a Scottish name that means church, and I think it is a very, very cute name. I can understand why it is so popular, and it has that P beginning that has become so popular recently. Another P name that is in the top 100 is Piper. Piper is number 97. It's an occupation name like Harper or Sailor, and it got a boost in popularity from the Netflix show Orange is the New Black, where the main character's name is Piper. So I think that's one of the reasons that this name is in the top 100. Another P name that is gaining popularity like crazy is Penelope. Penelope is number 56, and it is an ancient Greek name that jumped into the top 100 after Kourtney Kardashian chose it for her daughter. Those Kardashians, they are definitely trendsetters when it comes to names. People seem to really like the names that they choose. So if you love this P name trend and you want to make it your own, but you want to use a P name that isn't quite as popular as maybe Paisley, Piper, Penelope — that was a little bit of a tongue twister, Paisley, Piper, Penelope — some names that you could consider using would be Persephone. Persephone has never been in the top 1000, but like Penelope, it's a Greek mythology name. It's actually the name of a Greek goddess, and it sounds very similar to Penelope, Persephone. It's so beautiful. And then another name that has never been in the top 1000 in the US is Poppy. Poppy is an English flower name. And it's just very, very cute. I could see this being a great alternative to Piper. The next trend I have for girls is L names like Elle or Ella. Ella is currently number 15 for girls in the US. And with the upcoming release of Disney's live action version of Cinderella in March of 2015, I could definitely see this name getting a boost and becoming a top 10 name for 2015. I am really excited for that movie. It looks so magical. Ella is just such a sweet and lovely girl's name, and it's short and spunky as well, and I think that a lot of parents just love this name. Another L name that has been gaining some popularity is Eleanor. Eleanor is so classy. It's at number 106, and I think this is perfect for parents who are looking for a more formal, sort of elegant form of an L name that they could still shorten to Ella. And then I also have Stella. This is kind of Ella with a bit of spunk added to it. You still have Ella in this name, but it has the ST beginning, and Stella has a very, very beautiful meaning. It means star. Stella is currently number 70. If you want to make this trend your own and have an L name where you could still use the nickname Ella, but choose a name that isn't quite as popular as Ella, Eleanor, or Stella, one choice could be Elodie or Elodie, as they say in France, Elodie. And the last time that Elodie or Elodie was in the top 1000 was in 1886, so it's not popular at all. Although it is more popular in Europe. So if you are planning to travel a lot with your family, I think this name would travel very well. And another L name that I think is just gorgeous is Elwin. Elwin has never been in the top 1000 in the United States, and it is a Cornish name that means elm. And here in North America, it's relatively unheard of, and I just think it is so, so beautiful. Another trend I have for girls is vibrant color names. The first one I have is Violet. Violet is currently at number 69, and this is a name that Jennifer Garner used for her daughter in 2005. Back then it was only number 369, so since then it has jumped 300 spots in popularity. So it is definitely one to watch, and I think that it is still going to continue to climb. It has that T ending that people are loving so much, just like the name Scarlett. Scarlett is another color name, and it also ends with a T like violet. Scarlett is number 42 in popularity, and Scarlett has been steadily rising since the year 2000. If you want to make this trend your own and choose a cool color name, one that I would suggest would be Amethyst. Amethyst has never been in the top 1000, and this choice keeps in the theme of color names, but also the theme of having that T ending. So it kind of fits in with Violet and Scarlet, but it's a little bit more out there and a little bit more adventurous. And another color gemstone name that I really think is cool is Topaz. Topaz is another one that's never been in the top 1000. It's fun and it's spunky, and I think it would be a great choice for more adventurous parents who are looking for something different and unique. So now let's look at some trends that have been popping up for the boys. The first one I have is title names, names fit for a little prince. And the first name I have is Rain. Yes, this is another Kardashian name. This name has never been in the top 1000, but likely will be soon, since Kourtney Kardashian just named her son Rain. Also, Little Kim had a daughter and named her Royal Rain, so it's being used for both boys and girls. I really like it as a middle name for a girl, actually. It's kind of a guilty pleasure sort of name for me. And another one that I have for boys for title names that I've been seeing is Royal, and Royal is currently number 899 and rising. And even though Lil Kim named her daughter Royal, this name is more popular for boys. And it's not just a 21st century name trend either. Laura Ingalls Wilder from Little House on the Prairie had a brother-in-law named Royal Wilder. If you're looking to make this trend your own and you want to have a little prince or duke or earl, some names to consider might be Baron. Baron was last in the top 1000 in 2008, and Donald Trump chose a variation of this name for one of his sons. And another one that I thought was really cool was Sultan. Sultan has never been in the top 1000, and it's an interesting variation of king that I think would fit in well with popular choices today. The next trend that I have for boys are those rebel baby names, those kind of bad boy names like Maverick. Maverick is number 273. I adore this name. It has such a fun sound and a free spirit to it. Maverick is definitely climbing the charts, and I wouldn't be surprised to see it in the top 100 in the next few years. Another one that I've been hearing a lot of buzz about is Ransom. Ransom was last in the top 1000 in 1930, but again, I would not be surprised to see this jump back onto the charts. Megan Fox used this as a middle name for her son, and I just think Ransom has all the right elements to come back into style. If you want to make this trend your own, I would suggest the name Wilder. Wilder has never been in the top 1000, and it's kind of a spunky surname choice, and to me it brings to mind like a wild little boy, or Laura Ingalls Wilder from Little House on the Prairie, so I like that association. And if you really want to go out there, there's the name Bandit, which has never been in the top 1000, and this is kind of taking the bad boy trend to the next level, and I kind of like it. I think it's kind of cute. So the next trend I have are biblical baby names that maybe aren't so classic. So not names like John and James, but names more like Asher. Asher is currently at number 104, and I just think this name is a shoo-in for the top 100. It has that trendy ash sound as well as a solid biblical background, and people are just loving this name. Then I have Ezra. Ezra is currently number 143, and it's got such an interesting sound, and it's the name of a character on the super popular TV show Pretty Little Liars, so it's not surprising that this biblical name has become so popular. And another one is Silas. Silas is currently number 116. It's literary, it's biblical, and it was the name of a character on the popular TV show Weeds, so it's familiar now as well. If you're looking to make this trend your own, I would suggest Amos. Amos is number 778, so it's in the top 1000, but it's not popular at all. And this is kind of an antique feel to this name, but I definitely think that it's ready for restoration, and I feel like using this name you would be ahead of the trends. And another one that I really like and I would really suggest is Boaz. Boaz has never been in the top 1000, and it's just such a cool name. It's got such a cool sound, but it also has a strong biblical background. So the next trend I have are boys' names that start with an E and end with a T. So E.T. names. The first one I have is Everett. Everett is currently number 189, and Everett was actually a top 100 name about a century ago, and I could definitely see it becoming a top 100 name again. It has that popular T ending sound that I talked about earlier with the girls' names Scarlett and Violet. There's also Charlotte, Juliet. The T ending just seems to be so popular for both genders right now. Then I have Elliot, another E.T. name. Elliot has two spellings that are gaining popularity. Elliot with one T is number 241, and Elliot with two T's is number 244, and both of these spellings are gaining popularity. And the last E.T. name I have is Emmett. Emmett is number 173, And of course this is a Twilight name, so Twilight helped give this name a boost in popularity. But now that the Twilight craze is kind of dying down, Emmett is still rising in popularity, and I think that's partly because it has that M sound that is so popular in girls' names like Emma and Emily, and then that T ending that is just, people are just crazy about right now. If you want to make this trend your own, I would suggest the name Ernest. Ernest is number 933. This is another name that was extremely popular about 100 years ago, and it could fit into that ET trend that is popular today. And one that I really like is Everest. Everest has never been in the top 1000, and it is a place name that sounds so much like Everett, but it has the bonus of being the name of the world's tallest mountain. So those are a few trends that I would be on the lookout for in 2015. Let me know what you thought of these trends in the comments below, and what trends have you been noticing that are popular for baby names recently. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.